tubers, and welcome to yet another beer with me, Peter, the master of hoppets, and today we got a pretty special beer. As you can see already, it's an unlabeled bottle, so because of the title and this, you already probably know what it is. But I wanted to sit outside here because it's been a lovely day, and just catching the last ray of sunlight. I just had dinner, so it's time for my beer dessert. It's going to be a beer from Belgium.com, and it's going to be the Westvleteren 8. I've also got the 12 to review, which I'm really looking forward to. I'm not sure when you're going to see the review of the 12, because I'm thinking about aging it for maybe a year or so more. Now, both bottles of the 8 and 12 are from 2009. The bottling, it's got the best before date on here on the... oh no, this one is not from 2009. That was the Westvleteren 12. But this one, the 08, is from 2010. The 21st of April 2010. And it's best before 2013, same date, because they keep for about 3 years. So they usually stamp the best before date 3 years after the bottling date. So it's about a 1-year-old bottle. It's a Dubbel. It's the Westvleteren Dubbel. Some say Westvleteren, some say Westie 12. I'm guessing to pronounce it in Dutch is Westvleteren. I'm not sure, but it's the 8. Been dying to try this for a long time. I haven't had a Trappist beer in a while, or a Dubbel at all. And the glass I'm going to be using is also from Belgium.com. It's the Trappist Westvleteren official chalice. So thanks a lot to both Sasha and Kurt at Belgium.com for both the beer and the glass. The color on it, it's a kind of a brownish color with some ruby notes to it too. It looks a lot like a traditional Trappist Dubbel with that brownish, slightly reddish color. The head though seems fairly bubbly. It's a creamy, or not creamy, like a creamy colored beige, I'd say. It looks fairly bubbly, but still looks nice. So let's check out the aroma. Smells really good. I get a bit of a sourness, like a tartness in there, along with a lot of dark fruit. It smells quite sweet. I mean, the last Dubbel I had was Westmalle Dubbel, which I think is pretty good, but it's been a while since I had a real Dubbel. Get like also a red apple kind of note. The tartness still, I don't remember having a Dubbel with a tartness. It's been a while. I think I've only reviewed like 1 or 2 Dubbels on the channel. But some green apple, some dark fruit, and maybe a kind of a cherry note in there too. Slight acidity, some breadiness as well. Not much funk though. I expected more funk from this. But let's check out the taste of the Westvleteren 8. Yeah, that's pretty good. A lot more sour than I remember Dubbels being. The body on it, I'd say it's a medium body. It's got like a dryness, as a lot of Belgian beers does, along with a slightly creamy mouthfeel too. But the flavors of it, I get a lot of dark fruit, a lot of like a sweet maltiness in there. The cherry. Definitely some yeast present. I mean, the aroma wasn't funky or very yeasty at all, but it's got like a lot of fruity esters from the yeast. A lot of flavors. It's bready as well, kind of slightly like the tartness, slightly tart, but the tartness kind of fades as you drink it, I think, because the first sip felt fairly tart for a Dubbel. I get like almost a chocolatey note as well as it is on your tongue for a while. Yeah, maybe like a red apple too, along with the cherries. But definitely the most dominant flavors in here is the dark fruit, like a raisin or fig, plum kind of notes, along with a huge sweet malt backbone, like caramelly notes. Slight amount of Belgian yeasty qualities. Really good Dubbel. Hyped up to a 100 beer on Rate Beer. For me, this wouldn't be a 100, but it's still pretty darn good. But let's try and dump in the yeast here and see how that changes the beer. Because I've heard a lot of things that you should leave the yeast out, but I usually pour everything in. But I wanted to taste it without the yeast first. Yeah, I do get a little more, less of the breadiness, not breadiness, the sweet maltiness in there. Same with the fruitiness. It kind of feels like the yeast mellowed out the flavor a bit. There's still a lot of yeast left in the bottle, but still it's mostly the dark fruity notes, the sweet malt that's there, but it feels a little more subdued though, but still it's really tasty. I think I would prefer, if you're drinking this, than not pouring in the yeast, because the flavor feels more sharp and pungent. But still, it's really nice tasting. Yeah, definitely a good Trappist Dubbel. Rating-wise, for the Westvleteren Trappist Ale, is it a 100 beer? As it's gotten on Rate Beer, I think it's a A something on Beer Advocate. I don't think so. I like Belgian styles a lot, but I guess it's got such a high grade because it's so hard to get and it's such a hyped up beer. But for me, it's definitely a 90 beer. I think it's really a really nice Dubbel. Not quite up there with some of the best beers I've ever had. Some great big imperial stouts and IPAs and all, but it's still really good. I'm looking forward to trying the 12. See if that's gonna be like a bigger version of this. I'm not sure, but definitely worth picking up if you get the chance to try it or trade for it. So yeah, for me, a 90 for the. I should show you the cap instead. A 90 for the Westvleteren 8. A pretty good Trappist Dubbel. Definitely, or Westvleteren. Definitely something, yeah, worth picking up. But guys, let me hear what you think. Maybe you think it's worth getting a 100 online out of 100. Or maybe you think it's like a 70 or a 60 because it's just too hyped and it's boring. I don't know. But I'm 100% sure that the hypeness of it has got a lot to do with the high ratings. But still, it is a really good beer, so definitely worth checking out. And guys, remember, since it's a review of a beer from Belgium in a box.com, you can get a 10% discount. Remember to comment, subscribe, check out my Facebook page, all that stuff. And I'm going to say cheers, and I'll see you in another beer review.